Welcome to Plan9Crunch. I'm Doug Gibson, and we are doing another in a series of scariest scenes in cult horror cinema. And today we're doing Phantom of the Opera 1925, the best version to watch. It stars Lon Chaney as the Phantom, and it has Mary Philbin as Kristen Day, and it has Norman Kerry as Raoul. And Kerry was also in we did a recent show on The Unknown, where Kerry is also in that movie. He's a strong man who loves the woman that Chaney's armless antagonist lusts after. So anyways, Phantom of the Opera was a big budget for Universal, over $600,000 in 1925, and it paid off remarkably. It made over $2 million in its initial release. Oh, one little thing, Carla Laemmle was 15 years old, and she, of course, was the young woman who's in the carriage talking at the very beginning of Dracula. She was only 15. She had a very small role in this film as a prima ballerina. But let's get to the scariest scene right now. The plot, as most people know, involves this phantom who haunts the Paris Opera House. He lives in the dungeon. He has his own box. He sort of intimidates everyone. And he wants to make Christine Daae a star. And there's a woman named Carlotta, who's a diva, who the Phantom can't stand. She was, well, anyways, so in the film, he gives lessons to Christine, but he doesn't allow his face to be shown. And they're deep in the dungeons of where he lives in this scene. And Chaney's makeup was kept a secret as the Phantom. So it must have really, really terrified and surprised film goers back then. In fact, Roger Ebert, the late Roger Ebert, who was a great film critic, said that Chaney made the Phantom, he turned the Phantom from something absurd to something sinister. And every adaptation since this 1925 film, even the musical ones, have the Phantom as someone sinister. And you can thank Lon Chaney's unforgettable performance. So let's go, Jack, right now to see one of the scariest scenes in cult cinema history. That's Mary Philbin. She's listening to the Phantom playing the music. You see, he's wearing a mask right now. He doesn't want her to see his face. And the Phantom is preparing an opera, Don Juan Triumphant, that he's going to demand they play. And star her, of course. So here's the thing. The old adage is curiosity killed the cat. Well, she appreciates what the Phantom has done for her, but she desperately wants to see what he looks like. I once heard on Turner Classic Movies that Philbin remained unmarried her entire life because her parents wouldn't allow her to marry the man she loved due to religious differences. That seems kind of sad, doesn't it? Now, that was on TCM. I don't know if it's legend or real. She's getting closer and closer, curiosity. He seems to actually take some pleasure in her touching him. The suspense builds up so well in this scene. Look at the look on their face. Oh, that must have shocked people, that face. That face is iconic. Probably see it on posters. Look at that makeup. She's horrified, of course. And there's going to be a famous, iconic title of dialogue coming up. Wow, that is a really, really chilling face. Here's the dialogue coming up, being very dramatic. Here it is. It's a laugh, maniacal laugh of grief, anger. Feast your eyes, glut your soul on my accursed ugliness. Okay, Jack, we can let it go now. Thank you. Okay, back to this Scariest Scenes show. Phantom of the Opera was so successful that Universal originally wanted to make a sequel. The trouble was they had lost Lon Chaney to MGM, so they scrapped plans for a sequel. Instead, they reshot like half of the movie and released it in 1929 as a talkie. They did not have Chaney, so they couldn't get any any dialogue from Chaney. They would have a messenger in the film saying things. But Philbin and other actors recreated their roles. Chaney was upset that he was in a film that he hadn't really participated in. But anyways, the film was successful for Universal. It made an extra $1 million. Phantom of the Opera was a big hit for Universal twice. However, what's interesting is the talkie film is lost. Apparently, it was destroyed in a fire. However, the dialogue sound discs of that time survive. So what you may see the talking Phantom of the Opera, but it's actually using the original film and putting the dialogue in it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reminiscing about Phantom of the Opera, a truly great movie. Anybody that tells you the other ones are better, including the 2004 musical, need really to see this film. It is a definitive portrayal of the Phantom. And I'm Doug Gibson at Plan9Crunch. Plan9Crunch.com is our blog, and we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, and we're on YouTube. You can subscribe to us for free at YouTube. You can also like us or follow us on Facebook and TikTok. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back because we are all about cult films. That's a wrap.